welcome to Food Fights, and in this video, you and I are going to be trying these two types of ramen noodles. On the left, weighing in at 3 ounces, is Maruchan Ramen Noodle Soup Chicken Flavor. And on the right, weighing in at 2¼ ounces, is Maruchan Instant Lunch Chicken Flavor. What can I say? I love ramen noodles, and I know you do too. But the other day, I saw a video where this guy was pronouncing this as Manchurian. I don't know how in the world you can get Manchurian out of Maruchan. But nonetheless, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to compare these two types of ramen noodles. So yes, last time we tried this type of ramen noodle, the Maruchan did win over the top ramen. But today we are comparing this to the Maruchan Instant Lunch. And I've never had these before, and I'm looking at the picture here, and it looks like we may have some floating debris in the broth here. But it does kind of look like that could be peas and corn, possibly. So I say we look at the ingredients in these and see just what is in these. And for the regular packet of ramen noodles, there is a long list of ingredients, and I'm not about to read through that, so you can just kind of glance and pause for the half hour if need be, if you need to actually read this for yourself. But the main ingredient is wheat flour, which is obviously the noodles, and then everything else that goes in there. So let's look at the Instant Lunch and see what's in this, and maybe we can identify these foreign bodies. Oh my gosh, that's a long list also. Obviously, the main ingredient is wheat flour, but I am curious to see, yeah, there we go. There we're seeing green peas, garlic, onions, celery. Oh, there's carrot, that corn. Actually, that really does sound pretty good. But which one of these two are the better value? Well, for this package of ramen noodles, I paid 22 cents, and that works out to 7.3 cents an ounce. For the Maruchan Instant Lunch, I paid 37 cents, and that works out to 16.4 cents an ounce. So obviously, by a huge margin, the regular ramen noodles is the better value. But as always, it's only a better value if these things taste good. And we know these taste good, but I'm curious about this. So I'm going to prepare both of these according to the directions, and we're going to see if there is a difference at all. And there almost has to be a difference because of these things in there. So first, let's open these up and see what they look like. And from the last time, we remember what this looks like. It's just that, like, I don't know what you'd call this. I'd call this like a cake, a mat, a conglomeration of squiggly noodle stuff. And actually, I think this is really cool, how you can drop this into a pan of boiling water and you get these really great tasting noodles. And of course, we got a packet of magic chicken flavor dust that goes in with the noodles. This is really the secret, I would say, to the noodles. This is what really makes or breaks the taste of these noodles. As for this one, I have no idea what to expect here, and I do see a styrofoam cup. So let's go ahead and open this up, and yeah, it just kind of pops out of there, and we got this cup. So I've never done this before, so I'm going to quickly look at the instructions here. So it says, yeah, you just pull the lid halfway back and fill to the line with boiling water and close the lid. So that really is pretty easy, assuming that we just happen to have some boiling water laying around. I just really thought you just put water in this cup and you put this in the microwave. So that is not what we do. Oh, that does say microwave directions here. So yeah, we boil water in the microwave, dump it in here, let it sit, and then out pops a chicken apparently. So this is really going to be fun. So let's go ahead and open this up and pull this lid halfway back and see what this dehydrated chicken looks like. Oh yeah, so there is all that dehydrated stuff. And it looks like it's all on the top. So I suppose if you didn't want these seeds in there, you could pick this all off or dump it, even dump it off. Looks like, yeah, you could just dump all this off the top if you wanted to, and then you could just eat the noodles. For this instance, I'm going to leave it on there. It looks like I opened up a package of corn seeds. That's really interesting. Maybe it's chicken feed. Maybe that's why there's a chicken on there. But really, I do have to say, it doesn't really look appetizing, but I'm sure it will be once we get some good boiling water in there. So I'm going to go prepare both of these right now, and when we come back, we're going to see just how good or bad these actually are. Wow, that was fast, and looky here, we have two nice bowls of ramen noodles. Well, a bowl and a cup, but these are both looking good. But really right now, I'm gonna have to say really the ones in the cup are looking better just because of all the colors and stuff in there. Until we get up close, and those vegetables are looking kind of rough. Well, the peas look good, and that red, I think that's the carrot in there, but the corn is not looking too good. But from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. As for the regular ramen noodles, they're more yellowish and they look pretty darn good. And there's not as much yellow color in the instant lunch. As for the look of the noodles, it looks like the regular noodles have more of a translucent look to them. And the ones in the cup are more white colored, almost like they're not done all the way. But as always, the bottom line is not how these things look. What's most important is how these things taste. So we're going to start with the regular ramen noodles, and I'm going to get a fork of this, and we're going to see how this tastes. So here we go with the regular ramen noodles. Oh my gosh, those are just amazing. These really do taste good. If you've never had ramen noodles before, you don't know what you're missing. And if you have had ramen noodles before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These things are amazing. So I don't know, these have got a long way to go to catch up with this. So let's go with the instant lunch. So I'm gonna try to wrangle some of these on my fork, which is not easy. Which is actually part of the fun, isn't it? And it'd probably be easier with chopsticks, I suppose, but we're not going down that road. So here we go with the Maruchan Instant Lunch. Let's see how this is. Those are pretty darn good too. Obviously, they're not as soupy because all the soup is at the bottom, and I'm having a hard time getting it worked up there. It does have a good flavor, but not as much of a chicken flavor as what the regular ones do. So let's go back to the regular ones one more time. And definitely, it seems like the soup is clinging to the noodles a lot better on the regular ramen noodles than they are on the instant lunch noodles. So here we go with the Maruchan regular ramen noodles here. That is so good. And I just like how you got a good noodle to soup ratio that just picks up on that fork. That's really nice. And they're very satisfying. And I'm getting a nice chicken flavor from that. So one more time, I'm gonna go back to the Maruchan Instant Lunch, and I'm gonna try to get some of these vegetable thingies that are at the bottom. So that looks like a carrot and a pea. I wanna get one of those ugly pieces of corn and see if it tastes as ugly as it looks. So here we go with the ramen noodles and some ugly corn and a pea here. Let's see how this is. Well, that isn't pretty. That's not pretty to eat, but it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. But it is really convenient because you have this cup here and everything's in there. I'm not really seeing how the vegetables are adding that much to it unless you really want that in there. It's good. It's not gross, and I can see myself eating this again in a pinch. What's really cool about these is if you were going camping or going out on your boat or you wanted to store up some food for long term in case of an emergency or something like this, this is a cool way to go. All you need is some hot water to put in there and you have your cup and everything all ready to go. But as for the flavor, compared to the originals, it's not quite the same. It's considerably different. But this does have its own use, and these are good. And we do have a winner here. These were both really good, and one was really, really good. And you know where I'm going. So in this video, the winner is the Maruchan Ramen Noodle Soup.